Yes, so in this video we're going to install Almalinux. So basically it's based on CentOS. Okay, so you can get the Red Hat Linux flavor. Okay, so you can use the DNF per package update. Okay, so you can use, I'm going to install Almalinux on s390x, that is the IBM Z architecture. Okay, so first thing is that you can search for this ISO link, then click on this s390x and you can get the latest version, that is 10.1. And once you click there, it will show you like a lot of mirror options. You can click any of them and it will redirect to this page, and here you can have the like minimal, instead of going through this graphical user interface which is consuming more resources. I'm going with this minimal version. Okay, so I downloaded this file and I'm going to install in the QML. Okay, QEMU. Okay, so you can see here QEMU system. I passed this like s390x model and 4 GB of RAM and 2 CPU I allocated, and it is as well like a provisioned one interface like network interface, and I previously created one QCOW disk. Okay, so Alma 10 something, then I pass this ISO link. Okay, so I downloaded this ISO file, Almalinux 10 s390x minimal. So let me hit enter. Let's see. I can see it is loading the init RAM FS. It is showing like Almalinux 10.1. Okay, so we can wait a couple of seconds to get this boot menu. You can see the Anaconda screen, and here actually I tried with several other flavors like Fedora, like server edition on the S390X, that is the mainframe, but I'm getting some error here in this stage, like static installer one moment, after that no progress. But let's see whether any progress in Alma Linux or not. Now can see some progress here after like 2 to 3 minutes. Now the text installation been started. Now here we can use the like test-based installation method, the language selection, time zone, like that. Here you can change the time zone. You can see it is showing like different time zone than me. So let me change the time zone. So I selected this option 2. Then change the time zone option is 1. Let me check what it's showing. Now it is showing like uh, my time zone. I put my time zone and available time zone in here. So I can put here, I set my time zone. You can see here this line, and after that if you're interested for the network configuration, you can choose the option 7. Otherwise you can go with the root password setup, option 9. Root password, so I can put the password. Please select new password. You will have to type it twice. I think it is very short or something. Yeah, so let me choose another one. Now the password been set. You can see here root password been set. Then you can user creation is not required for me, so I can configure the network interface later. Okay, so other options you can take it as default. I think it will work. Let me proceed with installation. Press B, begin. Please complete all spokes before continuing. I think we need to check what are the missing steps. So after I set all the necessary thing like installation destination, so I choose LVM and the root password and the software selection like minimal, and other options is not required. Let's see the progress. You can see some progress once I hit this begin installation, setting up the installation environment. Now it's configuring the storage. So the storage option is like 5. When I click the 5 option, so that time it asks for the disk. Okay, so I assigned 20 GB disk, so I opted like LVM. So after that, now it's working fine. I think disk level is disk dev vdv. So let's see the progress. Now it's configuring the XFS file system on the disk. The installation is very slow as compared to like Ubuntu, so be impatient. Now I think it is completed the swap and the root partition, so running the installation script, installing the software. You can see here it is installing the software. It will take a couple of seconds. Now you can see it is going to install almost 400 packages. Okay, so the first package is like GCC s390x. Okay, so now we can see some progress. Almost 400 package is going to install. Linux firmware base. You can see some progress. Almost 70-80 packages been installed. Almost 30 minutes completed, but still 250 number of packages completed out of 400. Okay, so this cockpit package it's taking a lot of time, so I'm waiting for that one. Cockpit package almost take 10 minutes or 12 minutes. After that I can see some progress now. Let's see how much time it will take. Almost 350 package been installed out of 400, so it took almost like 40 minutes or 45 minutes for installing package itself. I'm waiting couple of minutes. Once the installation is completed, almost 20 packages left, so 10 packages left. So once the installation is completed, then we can boot from the installed disk using this command. Okay, we need to detach this ISO. So I think most probably instead of reboot, we should shut down this machine first, then we can boot from this disk. Okay, now I think the package installation completed. So it is configuring the file system and CSET. The installation is completed. So now I'm going to boot from the installed disk. Now it's booting from the disk. we just remove this ISO file. Now it is booting from this disk. Okay. Init process started. Welcome. Now it's landed with the login prompt. So let me try it for root. Whether it's allow, otherwise you need to configure. Let me try with normal user. You can see landed with root front. We can check couple of things. Architecture is this one, s390x and cat etc. This release 10 and cat CPU info. You can see this is s390x. Okay, so I will configure the network later. DNF update something. Does it work?